Hey guys, just want to let you know something I found on YouTube last night. Freaked me out. I've owned this Greenworks tractor CRT428 for a couple weeks now. I got it from Costco. Costco had an amazing sale. They had $800 off, and they had the zero turn for 1,000 off. The zero turn went out of stock, and then they brought them back on, lowered the discount to $800 off. So I ended up buying the tractor without really looking into too much. There wasn't a whole lot of information on these, anyways. But I went with the tractor version, got it delivered. The delivery was fantastic. Gentleman said just make sure you register your batteries and everything else, serial number. So I called and I did that online. And see what else I did. Oh, I had a bad charger too, so I had to call back. But at no point in time was I told that to make sure you check the level of oil that's in the axle. So I ran across the video last night as I was saying that the gentleman didn't find much of any oil in his, and he drove his for a short time, and so he freaked out. Well, of course, it's in the middle of the night, and I thought I'm taking the day off, and the next day I'm gonna pull this into the garage, which I did about an hour ago. And when I first pulled the bolt out from the bottom, I got just a tiny little bit. So I about had a heart attack. I'm like, I'm sending this back. Then I pulled the fill plug on the very top, and I got about 90 milliliters, and it's supposed to have about 130. So I think I'm probably safe. And I imagine there's probably a little bit of oil that's up in the gears, etc. And it's still dripping a little bit. There's a video online with the gentleman talking about needing to take the bucket out on the back. That's real simple. I think there's maybe 8 or 9 bolts, and then there's a bracket that it sits on that comes off. It's all with Torx. Use a drill if you can. It all came off real easily. And there's a little bolt on the top that you undo. As soon as you do that, immediately, so I'll show you right here. As soon as you take that bolt off right down in here, you can see that a lot of oil came out. That oil right there is what I show. So I think it's about 90 mils. So I just want to share. Some people are saying that they had some oil a little bit short. Some people are saying they didn't have anything. And I just would hate to see somebody have to return something like this, because it's quite the process. And right now I don't even think they have any on Costco.com to buy one if you wanted to. So we're June 4th, 2023. And so, yeah, if you bought yours from Costco, a lot of people did. Please do what I'm doing. And this oil seems a little, it just seems a little bit dark to me. It's got like some darkness to it. Maybe it's supposed to look like that. But anyways, I went to North 40, and they had two different types of gear oil. They had 80-90 lube, and then they also had 75-90 by Lucas, which had a synthetic performance stuff. So I bought both of them. Kind of makes me nervous to drop down to the 75, but I really like what Lucas did with some of the protection and performance stuff they had in there. And the other brand that they had was just 85 or 80-90. It does call for 85-90 gear lube. So anyways, I don't know where to, I'd have to probably go online to get it, but I'm not sure that would make such a big difference anyways. I'm just surprised it only takes that amount of oil. It's very minimal. So I think we're about 90, a little over 90 mils. It's supposed to be probably about 130 right there in that middle line right there. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to return it. At first, when I pulled that plug on the bottom, I'm like, I'm returning this thing. But no, I think we're going to be okay. So it's not too difficult to pull that top off. It sits back here. There's a bolt on both sides, a couple bolts on the back, and 4 on the top. And then once you do that, there's a bracket that sits on the bottom, right on the 4 screws right there. That pops right off. And then you just take that little screw off down there. It's really simple. And then your oil will come out. A lot more oil will come out. So don't freak out when you first pull your that screw on the bottom. So I probably should have made a video of how I took all this off, but it's so explanatory. I figured it out in just a few minutes. 1 here, 2 on the back, 1 there, and there's 4 on the inside of the bucket right there. And then there's a bracket. It's up on my workbench there. I don't know if you can see it right there, that little bracket right there. And so Anyways, I just wanted to share this really quick with you because I freaked out last night. I was so upset. I'm like, why didn't somebody say something? Delivery or all the phone calls I made to customer service, could they at least said, hey, make sure you check the oil in the back axle because some are shipping without it. And by the way, a lot of these are shipping that I just got in 2023. They seem to have a real issue with their dates. This was built in July, or excuse me, he told me it was built in October of 2021. And then when I look at all the batteries, they're all dated from August of 21, October 21. And it's really odd. I just thought I got an old unit. And then I ordered a Greenworks screwdriver set, or it's the combo screwdriver and torque set. And the batteries came labeled in 2020. So I don't know if they're just having an issue out of Shanghai where they build these things. And I know it was over in Shanghai because when I pulled up the app, I installed it and I could see where the thing was sitting prior to me showing my location. It showed Shanghai and in like in a lot area, so it must have been sitting out there for a long time. It's my guess. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and change it out. I don't know if I'll use the Lucas or I think it was called something Harvest King oil, gear oil. If you guys know what's best, feel free to put something in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I don't know if the 7590 or 8090 would be better. Which oil would be better? I'm not sure if it makes a big difference, but anyways, I think I'm going to be okay here. So I just wanted to make the video and tell you guys what I found. So anyways, feel free to comment, and I don't normally post many videos, but I thought I would post this one. I thought it was really important. So, and I thank you to the guy on YouTube that pointed this out, because if it hadn't been for him, I would have been driving this around for 50 hours. Because it said, what part that I did see is said change your oil at 50 hours, and that was the only part I apparently paid attention to. So yeah, I'm at 3 hours. And I guess I'm gonna be okay. I'd probably change it anyways, even if you got oil in there, because that's pretty dark oil. But anyways, I love the machine. It's super quiet. Love the wind going through your hair, and the blades almost sound like water rushing through under a boat when I'm mowing. I just love the sound of it. It's electric is great. And I'm a gas guy. I love everything. I've got a great Jeep over here that's kind of dual exhaust, and everything sounds amazing. I never thought I would go electric, but I did, and I'm glad I did. Anyways, back to the point. Yeah, good luck with your oil and your axle. Again, this is for the CRT428. This is the ones that Costco was selling. And the zero turn is basically the same thing, but it has two transmissions on both sides, and you have to take the tires off to get to them. So anyways, good luck. Take care, guys.